Hello, it's me, R.R. Lee, and this is Kyle is Famous. Kyle is famous, which is crazy because
Kyle woke up. He is famous.
never heard of him before. I didn't know they had voice acting in this, and all he did was wake up, and now he's famous. Great story.
Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle.
Definitely original. I've never heard of that before.
Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed.
The public would have to notice if it grew in popularity. How else would it grow in popularity if no one noticed?
Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man.
Dumpy is definitely the word I would use to describe Kyle.
Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields.
No doubt thanks to his dumpiness.
Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details.
They are filled with stalkers and paparazzi, the other talk shows. Good to know.
Most online videos are best-of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast.
Best of clips? I thought his entire show was good. The entire show is best of. Why are you taking clips from it?
The eye of the world is upon Kyle.
Just the one?
Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet.
Who is this important guest? Who could be more important than Kyle, I wonder?
Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist.
I see.
She is dear to the hearts of many.
More than Kyle?
This interview requires preparation.
All right then, I'll
Kyle
get my
cracked
frying
his eyes
pan.
open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview.
He didn't prepare for it until today? Oh, I guess his show is like every day instead of once a
Kyle
week.
has 30 hours left. He must choose his
Wait,
actions
30
wisely.
hours? He stays up for 30 hours a day? Huh? Wait, 30 hours? How? He just woke up though. My first decision of the day. Exit the bed or stay in bed and do nothing. Oh man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. It's like everybody's had this dilemma before, but Kyle, it was especially hard for him. Let's stay in bed a bit longer.
Kyle decided to stay put and
What?
wither away. Kyle
died?
withered successfully and died.
Wow, Kyle is successful at everything that he does, I have to say. Shucks.
Kyle is now
Huh?
a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities.
Are you sure? Okay, I feel like I can just leave this menu and then he won't have to do anything, but I guess we'll get out of bed anyway. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Open the closet, sit at desk. Go out of the bedroom into the hallway or scavenge. What could there be to scavenge? Like, what, is he growing berries in here? Like, what is going on?
Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for...
Bugs. If I'm a ghost, then Kyle needs his bugs.
Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two.
Okay, yes.
Soon, he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive.
Eat immediately. Well, I don't think I can eat them because I'm a ghost, so we'll just save those for later. You know, more spooky ghost stuff. Also, how did he take 6 hours already? Kyle needs more time. He needs more time to prep if he's taking this long.
Kyle stashed the wriggling mass for later use.
Okay, where did he stash it? He's a ghost. Where did he put it? All right. Oh, good. And I have a buck ball. I return to the center of the bedroom. Let's sit at my desk and write my ghostly memoir, I guess. He made his way over to the desk and sat down. I could write notes, or I could check and see what's in my drawer. Maybe I need some paper clips. He opened the side drawer of his desk and grabbed one of the items stored in there. Small key or assorted change. The change will make clinking sounds with me as a ghost, yes?
Kyle scooped up the change scattered around the desk drawer.
All right, I thought he would have it in a nice, neat little pile. Sure, let's write some notes.
Kyle wrote down his first question.
Oh, am I a mother? Are you a mother? Is your mother a mother? I feel like this one.
Kyle wrote down his second question.
What are some diet tips? Beef, mash, or blended? Why not shredded? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Well, I don't think she's a bodybuilder. Let's go with the beef question.
Kyle wrote down his third question.
Why do I need so many questions? This isn't a question. This is a statement right here. It's a statement. Do you ever smile? Or what's your funniest story? This one just makes him seem like a rude ass. I'll pick this one.
Kyle wrote down his last question.
Are you guilty? Are you? Well, answer the question. I turn the lamp in their face. Answer the question. Are you?
Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk.
All right. Made his way over to... Wait, I got up out of my desk and then I went back to my desk to sit down? Huh? Back to the room. I don't think he's okay. Well, I don't need to look for anything. Oh, wait, I'm a ghost. I need to hide in the closet, I bet. It was dark and you can only really see his hanging shirts. Choose an outfit. I need
Kyle
to get
decided
myself
to
dressed.
take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is.
Yes, yes. A ghostly suit of armor. Skunk pasties is definitely appealing. Appealing, get it? Because they're pasties. Jeans and swimming goggles, a slick suit. Ghostly suit of armor is calling my name.
Kyle was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear his armor, but it felt like the right thing to do.
Also, I thought I could only see my shirt, so how did I find this armor?
After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self.
His dumpy, ghostly self. That's somehow managing to sweat. Were the ghost in Ghostbusters able to sweat? Let's see. I think we looked at everything. Let's see what's in the hallway. Ooh, there's a lot more stuff to do. Check locked door. Oh, I need the key for that, probably. Let's leave the apartment. Kyle walked out into the middle of the long road and took a long, pondering look around him. Text door, visit downstairs neighbor. Wait. I'm out in the middle of the road, and I'm already outside. I would go back into the building to check on my neighbor? Sure, I'm a good guy. I'm neighborly.
Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked.
How's it going, neighbor?
A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door.
How's it going, Gabby?
Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly.
Ask her about Rachel, I guess.
Gabby, Kyle asked, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May?
I'm curious.
Oh, Rachel? Gabby said. She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work than bad.
Sounds like a glowing endorsement to me.
Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes.
Why not?
After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left.
About 60 of them, I would imagine. Time for the interview?
Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived.
What? How? Is this one of the powers of being famous?
Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity.
All right, I'll take your word for it. It sounds pretty genuine.
As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled.
And her smile was reflected in my suit of armor, yes?
Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here.
Duo. Ditto.
Kyle responded.
I'm no longer a ghost, so I shouldn't scream and spin in circles.
And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest.
You are a most welcome guest.
After other mild exchanges of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on.
Well, let's get it going.
Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle.
Also, I'd like to Say, it took 30 hours for all of this. How many hours in a day are in Kyle's universe? I just realized that.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction.
Well, I shouldn't have wasted my time saying her name in the first place then.
Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. "Hello, Kyle," she said. "I'm glad to be here." In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor.
What? Why?
From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out.
I mean, he didn't eat anything for 30 hours. Why didn't he eat before I took over
Nobody
him?
in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved.
And did he?
After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home.
So they just left him there.
Kyle was left face first on the floor.
He did, with his butt up in the air, I'm imagining too. Well then. Alright, let's have him eat something. Let's get out of bed. I need to wear clothes, because apparently Kyle sleeps naked. Can only see hanging shirts. How
Kyle
is this
decided
3
to
hours?
take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is.
Yeah, how is it just 3 hours for Kyle to get out of his bed and to the closet, if you don't mind me asking? Let's try the suit on.
Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks.
Okay. Let's go to the hallway. I would need a key for that. Let's go to the kitchen. It takes an hour for me to check the pantry or to open the fridge. It takes an hour each. How big is his kitchen if he's standing in the middle of it and it takes him an hour to walk from the middle to the fridge? This man lives in a mansion.
Kyle opened the fridge, intending to find something to eat.
Eat the fridge. I mean, that would be very high in calories, and I don't think he'll die from starvation from doing that. There is a Guinness Book World Record guy that eats, like, airplanes and scooters, so Kyle could eat a fridge. He's famous. He can handle it.
Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face.
On top, not into it?
Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow.
Swallow harder, Kyle.
In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat.
Perfect. Wait, why is all of these taking an hour?
Pops and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out.
Sounds good. Hang on, why does that show an X next to a plate of bread? I ate. I walked to the center of the kitchen, not waddled. I mean, I ate. I did eat. Okay, I did eat. Oh, wait, I didn't write any notes. I didn't prepare anything. Let's, write some questions. Wait, are each of these questions gonna take an hour?
Kyle wrote down his first question.
Is your mother a mother?
Kyle wrote down his second question.
How do you like your beef?
Kyle wrote down his third question.
What's your funniest story?
Kyle
Are
wrote
you
down
guilty?
Kyle.
Okay, good. Do I need loose change? I mean, flip a coin, heads or tail, maybe? Let's see, assorted change. Let's
Kyle.
take that. Actually, let's see what's... Let's get the key, too.
Kyle grabbed.
Oh, no! I don't have room to check the locked door. Oh, wait, I do. Just, what's in the locked door?
Kyle
No,
hurried
I
to the
didn't!
set.
Oh, Kyle,
Sitting across from his host
piece
chair
of
was a
shit.
glamorous woman with an air of...
Ingenuity.
approached her-
Rachel looked up and
Good
smiled.
evening, Kyle, she
I've
said,
been looking
him.
forward to being here.
Kyle responded.
Answer
And
politely.
I as well, Rachel. And
Okay.
after other mild exchange...
All
a moment
right.
after
Yes,
seating.
we're starting.
Good evening, everyone.
Introduce
Kyle
Rachel.
vomited
What?
all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor.
He regurgitated the entire refrigerator. I thought that he was sure it wouldn't come back out. Isn't that what he said?
Rachel looked at Kyle, concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep the show running.
Okay, good.
Kyle stopped, then vomited again, then
Huh?
continued with a shaky voice.
Vomited again. How many refrigerators did he eat?
Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction.
Kyle's voice is so deep.
Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. "Hello, Kyle," she said. "I'm glad to be here."
Me too, Kyle said.
"Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss. So we might as well dive right in," said Kyle.
Sounds good.
"I'm very ready," said Rachel with a winning smile.
Ding!
Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier.
Is your mother a mother?
"So," said Kyle, "my mother is a mother. My mother's mother is her mother and my mother's mother.
Got it.
And many mothers have mother's mother's mother. Is your mother a mother?" Rachel went to answer. "I believe," she said eventually, "that I should answer yes."
Good job.
Kyle asked another question.
Beef, blended or
"A
mashed?
burning question from the fans," said Kyle. "Beef, do you prefer it mashed or blended?" Rachel answered promptly, "Mashed," and no more was said on that matter.
Great.
Kyle asked another question.
What's your funniest story?
You've been involved in a lot of different things," said Kyle, "but what's your funniest story?" "Well, that's a great question, Kyle," said Rachel.
Sound great. Okay, what is
"I
it?
think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family.
This.
In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt in the pot.
Were you making it? Were you making cheese by mistake?
While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room."
Why did you steal their stuff?
Rachel laughed elegantly. Kyle decided to move on. Kyle asked another question.
Are you guilty of theft? You stole your family's belongings.
Rachel. "Are you guilty?" Kyle threw his questions on the floor, stood up, and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. "Guilty of what, dear Kyle?" She smiled disingenuously.
What could it be?
"Guilty," spat Kyle, "of your crimes."
Well, are you?
Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably.
Both? Usually just one does that.
After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper.
Oh, so there's more to know from
"Well,
this.
Rachel," he said, "I think that's all I was planning on asking you." "If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return?" asked Rachel, smiling one more time.
Of course.
"Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very together."
But thank you.
Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that
something is missing.
perhaps something was still missing?
Okay, so the loose change doesn't matter. Unlock more world options? What do you mean? Unlocks. What did I unlock? I unlocked nothing. Oh, thank you. I unlocked nothing, actually. That's cool. Okay.
Kyle woke up.
He's famous.
Kyle is...
Oh, so
Stay up.
famous. Kyle, so famous. So dumpy. Absolute dump truck of a man, Kyle.
Stay...
Here, for his
She's
interview
deep.
preparation, he needs...
Kyle has 30 hours
30
left.
hours! He has 30
He must
hours.
choose his actions wisely.
He is the slowest at preparation. Okay, so... we exit the bed. Scavenging for bugs doesn't seem to do anything. If anything, it would have us vomit later, but then we wouldn't starve. We have to get dressed. Choose an outfit.
Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is.
I wonder if something else would trigger a different question response, but I'll go with the suit again.
Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into
And
the
it says
suit.
that it's filled
the chest
with
pockets were
knickknacks.
filled with...
But I don't know what that is at the top. It doesn't say. There's no option to check. So, okay, now let's sit at the desk. Check in the drawer. Let's get the key. Wait, what? This was not here before. Let's get the key.
Kyle grabbed the small key he kept in his desk.
Yeah. Okay, let's write some notes. So that's what it is. It adds more things to the world when you get an ending.
Kyle wrote down his first question.
Are you a mother, I'm guessing?
Kyle wrote down his second question.
Diet tips, I'm gonna go with.
Kyle wrote down his third question.
It feels like this is accusatory in that it plays into the other question. So I'm gonna take it.
Kyle wrote down his last question.
And then, are you guilty?
Kyle ripped.
Let's see. Okay, we got the key, so we can check that locked room now. What's in it? Check locked door.
Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that the door was locked from the inside.
Locked from the inside? I have a key for it. Oh, wait. Force door with forehead? I should have wore the armor, shouldn't I have? Well, let's
Kyle decided it would be best to
headbutt
try
it.
to force the door open with use of his face.
That's right, his very sturdy face.
After smashing his features into solid wood for several minutes, Kyle gained severe short-term amnesia.
All right. Well then. If I have amnesia, then it should be okay for me to open this door again, right?
Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but
Oh, it
found
won't let me
quickly
headbutt
that
it
the door
again. I
was
thought I had
locked from the
short-term
inside.
amnesia. Let's see. What's in the pantry then?
Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with
This
a
is
small
where the key
keyhole.
goes. So I just gave myself a concussion for no reason.
The pantry door lock creaked as if it hadn't moved for years, but eventually opened.
All right. What's in it?
Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard.
Well, I mean, I guess with how long it takes him to find stuff, he would need a quick amount of calories to keep himself going. Let's chug a bottle.
Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all of the fat within a minute.
Ugh. Another one.
Kyle wildly sucked down another bottle. He felt very sick.
Let's chug another.
Kyle's vomit and the lard were mixing in a way to make it hard to tell which was which.
Let's
As
do another
Kyle
one.
finished the last bottle of lard, he felt a wave of accomplishment come over him.
Great, and since I have amnesia, I can forget that I did that disgusting thing. Sounds good.
Sitting across from...
All right,
As Kyle approached her, Rachel...
that is the same.
Good evening.
Okay, all of
Kyle
that is the same.
responded.
Oh, I have amnesia. Oh, oops.
Hello. You... Kyle's ears began to ring from his concussion. Rachel looked at Kyle, slightly confused, but continued smiling.
I wonder if this will work now. It seems
Before
like she's
she noticed
hiding
the glazed
something.
look in Kyle's eyes, the producer approached.
Oh, go away, producer. I'm trying to get another ending.
Time to get started, he said, putting a hand on Kyle's shoulder. Let's get stationed.
Sounds good, boss.
Kyle sat in the nearest chair, which was Rachel's. After a moment, Rachel hesitantly sat in the host chair. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on.
All right, let's start this
Good morning,
broadcast.
everyone, said Kyle. My name is...
Kyle.
Kyle made a desperate effort to remember his name, or really anything.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle looked at Rachel. Do you know who I am? He asked. Rachel looked back, confused. Who are you? Well, if you're not Kyle, I don't know who you are. Rachel smiled sweetly.
Sounds good, I'm Kyle.
Kyle made up his mind that he was probably Kyle.
Yep.
Well, he said, I'm Kyle. A long silence followed. Eventually, Rachel spoke again. And I'm Rachel. Hi, everyone. She waved. Hi, Rachel, said Kyle. So why are we here?
God, this is
Rachel
so
was
good.
visibly worried. Ha ha, funny, she said. Weren't you planning on asking me any questions?
Oh, that's why I write them down.
I mean, I don't have any ideas, said Kyle kept staring at Rachel.
I accidentally skipped
Someone
that
coughed.
dialogue.
Kyle looked around and noticed the crew. Who on earth are all of you? He asked. Nobody answered.
He doesn't remember anything at all?
Kyle got out of his chair and walked off frame, leaving Rachel alone with millions of viewers.
Starting the new show Stay Up Late with Rachel, I guess?
Rachel smiled at the camera nervously. Well, she said, let me tell you some knock-knock jokes.
All right, these ought to be good.
Eventually, the producer ended the broadcast early due to technical issues.
Well then.
Kyle woke up in his bed the next day, remembering nothing about what had happened.
All right, Kyle forgot everything. Without hitting my head into the thing, I feel accomplished about drinking all of the lard. Let's... Wait, inspect... When did this get here? Inspect rusty locker.
Kyle knelt down and inspected the old, rusty container that had been in his closet for ages. It was locked, but had a blade-shaped slot in the top.
Blade-shaped slot. Okay, this is so... Okay, let's restart. Let's restart just because I want to try and get another ending with the time that I have. Let's choose an outfit.
Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is.
I could do the skunk pasties, but I really want to see if I can't get her
Kyle miraculously
into a tizzy with these
Kyle
questions.
wrote down his first question.
So, are you a mother?
Kyle wrote down his second question.
Diet tips. I'm guessing
Kyle wrote down his third question.
I'm guessing she put her appearance ahead of her child, and that's the like all these questions are leading
Kyle
to.
wrote down his last. Kyle ripped
So
his page of
that-
notes.
Now let's... do I need a key in order to eat something? I probably need that key to eat something. Because there's probably nothing in the refrigerator. So let's get the small key.
Kyle grabbed the...
Go to the room. Hallway. Kitchen. Pantry.
Kyle
Again,
wanted
this,
to access the-
everything is taking so
the
many
pantry
hours
door
because the
lock
man
creaked
lives
as if
in a
it had-
mansion.
Instead of an
He lives in a
assortment
mansion.
of
Okay, we're
canned
gonna
goods
eat
and grains,
one lard.
Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all of the fat within a minute.
Gonna eat just one because two makes him want to throw up. But with this, he did eat something. So now we can stop. We can go to the hallway, leave apartment. We can visit our neighbor.
Kyle approached
And
a middle-aged woman named Gabby
consume
answered the door.
what? What do you mean? Consume Gabby. Oh, it makes me. Oh no, I want another ending so bad, but at the same time, It's like I could do. It didn't really do anything last time. It didn't give him any item at the top. He has 3 items. This didn't give him an item. Eat Gabby. Consume Gabby.
Kyle unhinged his jaw and swallowed Gabby whole.
All right then. So I don't need that key. I don't need the key then in order to get the lard when I could just eat Gabby. Got it. Got it. That's good to know.
Job done. Kyle returned to the middle of the street.
What? Job done? It shows Kyle with the check mark next to him as if he actually did a good job. He was supposed to eat his neighbor. Oh, all right. Seems reasonable to me. Yeah, of course it is. I can't do anything else other than that.
Kyle hurried to the set.
How is this gonna turn out? This better be a different ending.
Sitting across from his host.
Yeah, Jeff,
As Kyle
definitely
approached her,
genuine,
Rachel-
yes.
Good evening, Kyle.
We've
She's
been looking forward to
Kyle
being here.
responded.
Let's answer politely.
And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle.
You are most welcome.
After other mild exchanges of
Okay,
pleasantries.
let's take our
A moment
places.
Good evening, everyone.
Stay up late with Kyle.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing
What?
the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction.
Become Rachel May, or more for more questions. Oh, this game is so long. How on earth would you do all of this? Like, how would you do this in parts? This game seems like an entire like sitting thing. I don't want to become Rachel May though, even though that would be pretty funny.
Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved
Hello,
at the
Kyle, I'm
camera.
glad to be here, yes.
In response,
What?
Kyle collapsed on the floor.
Why? What? No.
From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out.
I ate an entire Gabby and a lard. What are you talking about?
Nobody in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the light.
Oh, I had to eat 2 lard, I bet. Okay. I have to eat 2 lard because then that food thing comes up, and I can also eat Gabby. All right, let's do this again really quick. Okay, open closet, choose outfit, suit,
Kyle,
back, sit at desk. Let's write notes.
Kyle wrote down.
Mother.
Kyle wrote down.
Diet tips.
Kyle wrote.
Ever smile. Guilty. I need the key for the lard. Let's get our lard on. Hallway. Kitchen. Pantry for lard. Kyle needs his daily lard.
Instead
it only
of an assortment of canned goods
bottles.
and grains,
Why would I only
Kyle's
grab
pantry stored his massive
collection of lard. Okay, a second one. Now it shows that I ate
another bottle. He felt very sick.
Okay, he is gonna throw up later. Wait, stop vomit on floor and stop. Wait, does that mean that my food thing is gonna go away or no? I better still be full. Like, I vomited enough, but like to feel better, but I still keep my full stomach, yeah? Apparently I do, because it still shows the bread. Okay, now we can go to the hallway. We can leave our apartment. We can visit our downstairs neighbor.
Kyle approached it.
We can knock on the door. Knocking on the door takes an entire hour, by the way. And now we can eat our neighbor.
Kyle unhinged his jaw.
Fantastic.
And swallowed. Job
okay,
done.
it took 2
Kyle
hours
for
him to swallow, but we're done.
Kyle hurried to the...
Now we're good. Okay, she's still sitting there. Hello, Rachel. Good. How you doing?
Kyle responded.
Let's answer politely. Shake hands. Good to know you. Good to meet you. Let's start.
Good evening, everyone.
Let's stay up late with Kyle.
Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor.
Okay, does that mean that I vomited Gabby onto the floor? Is she gonna confront Rachel May now that I've vomited her, like in front of her?
Rachel looked at Kyle, concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep the show running.
Okay, no, I thought that's what would happen the other time, that she would just appear out of Kyle, like he would vomit her onto the floor since she seemed uncomfortable talking about Rachel, but I guess not.
Kyle stopped, then vomited again, then...
Okay.
Tonight, I have
become
the pleasure
Rachel
of
May.
interviewing
No.
Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss.
He already said it like this before.
I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile.
I think that's different.
Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier.
Are you a mother?
Rachel, I and many others would love to know. Are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered, that's not something that has crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle.
I see.
Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. Kyle asked another question.
What are some diet tips?
Rachel, you managed to keep such a thin and healthy figure, said Kyle. What is your best diet tip? Well, a good diet starts with a plan, answered Rachel. And don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit.
All right, very generic.
But, she continued, that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. She smiled.
I see.
Kyle looked at his flabby self, decided not to comment, and moved on.
I thought he was Dumpy.
Kyle asked another question.
Do you ever smile?
Do you ever smile? Spat Kyle. Like, seriously. Rachel stopped smiling.
That's right.
If you're gonna be on the show, you need to smile, okay? Said Kyle, not smiling. You're here to get views, and you'll get more views if you smile. Here, I'll show you how. Kyle turned to the camera and gave the audience a huge, teeth-clenched, bug-eyed grimace. Rachel nodded and obviously wanted to move on.
Got it.
Kyle asked another question.
All right, so then this is going to be the same response.
Rachel. Are you guilty?
Are you?
Kyle threw. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled disingenuously.
Again, it seems like she's hiding something.
Guilty, spat Kyle.
Of your crimes?
Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, he said.
I think that's all I was planning on asking you, really?
If that's the case, Kyle.
Oh, come on.
Do you prepare for your interview?
You seem very together.
Before Kyle returned, but as he lay in bed and drifted.
No! Okay, let's try and prepare not so good then. Okay, I won't write any questions. I want one more ending before ending this. I want one more. Okay, we're putting on the skunk
Kyle decided
pasties.
to take some time. Kyle chose the pasties made out of mashed skunk flesh.
Wait, what? Made out of mashed skunk flesh? I thought they were stickers. He just kept a mashed skunk in his closet and then decided to make them on the spot, the pasties? All right then, okay.
Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult, so Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue.
A very reasonable decision. Well then, I guess I will pick up the
Kyle
bugs for
quickly
later.
crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for...
Where would I get gossip? Let's get the bugs and hold on to them for later.
Kyle started to pick... Soon, he had a small handful of various...
Let's
Kyle
save these
stashed
for
the
later.
wiggling
Oh wait,
mass
I
for
have
later
to
use.
eat something if I want to stay awake for the interview. Well then, let's get the key and drink all of the lard. I'm not writing any questions. We're gonna
Kyle...
drink all the lard. Yeah, let's get our lard on.
Kyle wanted to...
Delicious, succulent.
Instead of an assortment of... Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all of the fat within a minute.
That is appetizing.
Kyle wildly sucked down another bottle. He felt very sick.
I have no idea why this man would feel sick. It's his personal collection of lard.
Kyle's vomit and the lard were mixing in a way to make it hard to tell which was which.
It's nearly 100% lard. We just have to drink one more.
As Kyle finished the last bottle of lard, he felt a wave of accomplishment come over him.
He should be accomplished. Very good. He should feel accomplished. Okay, if I go to the hallway and go outside, I could always ask a question about my... I think I have enough time to just ask the question to the neighbor. And that's it.
Kyle approached.
Okay.
A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door.
But apparently that does nothing. So let's just ask her about... Oh, no, I don't have enough time for that.
Set.
Well, then.
Sitting across from his... As Kyle
Come
approached...
on.
Good evening,
Give
Kyle.
me a different one.
Kyle responded.
I wanted to continue. I feel as though if I do this, that it just won't do anything.
And I as well, Rachel. After other mild exchanges of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast.
Rachel is a professional.
A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on.
Okay, come on.
Good evening, everyone, said Kyle.
Introduce Kyle.
Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor.
It's all lard. It's fine.
Rachel looked at Kyle. Kyle stopped.
Come on.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely
I don't want to interview.
Who? Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled.
I don't want to interview, but I also don't want to become Rachel. Come on.
I'm very... In a shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview.
So the interview should go good, right? Off the top of his dome?
Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution quickly.
For lack of notes. Or play dead. Bugball. This should give an ending.
Well, Rachel, said Kyle, I wanted to show this to you.
The way that he says it makes it sound like he's like a 5-year-old kid on the playground trying to impress like one of his friends. Like, well, I wanted to show you this.
Kyle produced the ball of bugs he had accumulated from his bedroom floor.
It's amazing that he had enough bugs on his floor to make a ball.
Rachel took several beats to figure out what Kyle was holding in his hands. A look of horror crossed her face.
She never saw bugs before.
Kyle, what on earth is that? She asked. Is it alive?
They all are, yes. They all are alive.
Maybe, said Kyle. Here, watch this.
What's he gonna do?
Kyle, staring at Rachel, opened his mouth
What?
wide and slowly inserted the gooey ball of bugs.
Well, then why did he bother eating earlier? If I didn't eat earlier, he was gonna pass out, and now he's just gonna eat it now? All right, then.
As Rachel watched, obviously unsettled, Kyle began to chew very slowly and intently.
Very good, Kyle. Very good. Keep going.
Attempting to swallow, Kyle coughed several times, covering Rachel in partially chewed bugs.
She should have wore a face mask.
Rachel sat, still shocked, processing what had happened.
She was there for it. I don't know what is there to process. She's sitting right next to him.
Kyle finished swallowing and opened his mouth to show that there were no bugs left.
And then Fear Factor broke onto the scene and offered Kyle $100,000.
Well, that was satisfying, he said, smiling widely at the camera.
How did Kyle originally become famous?
Rachel got out of her seat and left the studio.
Well, that seems like a good end to me. Kyle prepared by eating bugs. All right, I don't think I'm gonna do another one of these because it seems like there's so many different endings to get. This seems like something that would have to be like one. This seems like something that would have to be done like in one long sitting kind of thing. I don't know how on earth you'd be able to like to properly put this into parts. So I think that I'm just gonna leave this one here. I'd like to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you'll enjoy the next one as well. Goodbye. Goodbye.